Australia, officially the Commonwealth of Australia, is a sovereign country comprising the mainland of the Australian continent, the island of Tasmania, and numerous smaller islands. Australia is the largest country by area in Oceania and the world's sixth largest country. Australia is the oldest, flattest, and driest inhabited continent, with the least fertile soils. It is a megadiverse country, and its size gives it a wide variety of landscapes and climates. With deserts in the center, tropical rainforests in the northeast, and mountain ranges in the southeast. Australia's population of nearly 26 million is highly urbanized, and heavily concentrated on the eastern seaboard. Canberra is the nation's capital city. Its estimated population is about 453,558 people.
Indigenous Australians comprise two groups. The Aboriginal peoples of the Australian mainland and surrounding islands including Tasmania, and the Torres Strait Islanders, who are a distinct Melanesian people. Aboriginal Australian culture is one of the oldest continuous cultures on Earth. At the time of first European contact, Aboriginal Australians were complex hunter-gatherers with diverse economies and societies, and about 250 different language groups. Surrounded by the Indian and Pacific Oceans, Australia is separated from Asia by the Arafura and Timor Seas, with the Coral Sea lying off the Queensland coast, and the Tasman Sea lying between Australia and New Zealand. The animals of Australia are some of the most interesting in the world, from marsupials to a huge variety of birds. 80% of them are unique to Australia. Australia has 3 times more sheep than people, and there are many opportunities to experience the wildlife of the country, from zoos and parks, to spotting these unique creatures in the wild. Most of Australia's exotic flora and fauna cannot be found anywhere else in the world. Australia has at least 755 species of reptile, more than any other country in the world. Among well-known Australian animals are the platypus and echidna. Australia's biodiversity includes a host of marsupials, including the kangaroo, koala, and wombat, and many birds such as the emu and the kookaburra. Australia is also home to many dangerous animals including some of the most venomous snakes in the world. The Australian physical environment. Parliament House at dusk, Canberra. Canberra is the nation's capital, while its most populous city and financial centre is Sydney. The next 4 largest cities are Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth, and Adelaide. Australia's demography has been shaped by centuries of immigration, and immigrants account for 30% of the country's population. Australia is secular and hosts a diversity of religions. St. Mary's Cathedral in Sydney belongs to the Roman Catholic Church, Australia's largest religious denomination. The Melbourne Cricket Ground is strongly associated with the history and development of cricket and Australian rules football, Australia's 2 most popular spectator sports. Uluru in the semi-arid region of Central Australia. The Australian Alps get more snow than the Swiss Alps. While many people visit Australia for its brilliant beaches and year-round sunshine, the Australian Alps, straddling New South Wales and Victoria, are a mecca for skiing enthusiasts. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia, the world's largest coral reef, lies a short distance off the northeast coast and extends for over 2,000 kilometers. Australian forests are mostly made up of evergreen species, particularly eucalyptus trees in the less arid regions. 40 distinct ecoregions have been identified across the Australian mainland and islands. Central Australia has a very dry climate. This dry and warm environment and exposure to cyclones makes Australia particularly vulnerable to climate change. Australia is the only continent in the world without an active volcano. Australia currently has 65 wetlands found throughout the country, from the reefs surrounding our coastline, to the streams and waterways that crisscross the country. These wetlands are valuable for the environment. They provide connections in the landscape so that plants and animals can spread from place to place and maintain their populations.